Hey John, Sean here. Hey, want to shoot a video and share some of the things that some clients across the country are doing and some things that I do with extra leads, buyer's agents, etc. So, first thing here is the buyer's agents. Ben Kinney says, 30 leads per agent per month. Don says 50 max. So I kind of meet in the middle at 40 leads per buyer's agent per month that I generate. And obviously, they're required to take 7 levels of communication, work their sphere. I've taught them how to, generate leads on Facebook and then one open house on steroids, per month. So that would be plenty of leads per buyer's agent. And then you'll see here that, I only have to generate them 40 is, pretty simple. Another thing is, like in talking to people, buyer's agents join your team because, hey, they come to be fed rather than, hey, we're going to give you world-class training. And here I have positioning for profits. It shows agents how to get paid in appointments, get higher commissions, transaction and compliance fee to pay for marketing and transaction coordinators so they get the back end of the deals, how to show less homes, etc. So, it got to be the point where buyer's agents just wanted leads and come in and be fed. And it was, hey, come in, you get world-class training, the leads are extra, and these are the leads you're going to get, 40 a month, and then this is what you have to do, to kind of generate your own leads. And then Harley and Chris they do a one-on-one system that they're trying now, which is, hey, we're 50-50 partners. So every piece of business that you generate, from your own sphere or our leads, we'll get you a piece of business. So you get a piece of business, we'll get you a piece of business, which I think's, pretty fair. But again, it's not dumping a gazillion leads on a buyer's agent or, kind of them joining the team because of just leads, because then they're always kind of dependent on you. So anyway, that's just kind of some thoughts on the buyer's agents because it leads into this next section, which is extra leads. So when I dissolved my team, I was just like, what the hell do I do, with all these leads? So I had a marketing coach from Arizona. I called Don Wenner, said, I can generate leads, but, I don't have a team. What do I do? So some of the things that we do, and I actually had 2 clients in the last week, call and say, hey, I want to get out of buyers, or I need 3 more buyers agents. What would you do with the leads? Otherwise, we've got to turn it off. And this is what I told them to do. So I told them to sell the leads in packages to other agents in the office for anywhere from 10 to 15 each, plus a 20% referral instead of 25%. So they went to the agent and said, hey, I got extra leads. You'd like to work them? Okay, great. Instead of 25%, I have to recoup some of my marketing costs of 10 to 15 bucks each, plus a 20% referral. So they're selling 20, 30, 40 lead packages for anywhere from 200 to 500 a month and then getting a referral. The problem, I'll show you the solving of that problem in a second. Also, they're required to have to use your vendors for those leads, so your leads still get to go to your vendors. They agree to meeting 2 times a month for accountability with the lender, not you. And this was huge for me because I didn't want to, generate 400 leads a month, have 10 buyers or 10 agents, 40 leads each, and have to hold them accountable. So what I did was I partnered with a lender who the lender met with them twice a month to hold them accountable and then report it back to me. And then in the last meeting of the month, all the leads that they were generated was put on a referral agreement and then handed into our Keller Williams Market Center. So 2 things here. They got skin in the game, which they do treat them differently, and 2, they're held accountable, so they're going to behave differently when they're being watched. So the lender's investment is, I'll show you in a second, they're paying for the traffic. So really I'm at a zero cost, almost a zero cost. And then they're spending their time, twice a month to meet with the agents. Because the problem with referral business is as soon as their brother wants to buy a home, they go to their 100% business and ditch your 75 to 80% business. Well, they got skin in the game and they're being held accountable. So it works a whole lot better than just chucking leads to somebody on a referral basis. And then our tool, buyer lead technology, kind of holds these people accountable. So as a bonus, I was using Prodigy sites, which would allow me to create a subdomain for the agent so they could generate their own referral free leads. So it was, hey, I got extra leads and you can generate your own referral free with my exclusive technology. And then I tell them they could do it on Craigslist, their own Facebook, email signatures, flyers, whatever. Agents didn't generate that many because they don't know how to drive traffic and don't know marketing, but they thought it was cool that they get exclusive technology. So that was just thrown in as a bonus. And then the lender paid for the traffic only. And then in Facebook's case, the traffic's pretty low for the leads. And then they had to report back to me, the accountability from the meetings. So some of the bonuses of using a good piece of technology, and I don't know about the real estate websites or Commissions Inc., just because it's been a while since I had Commissions Inc., but the bonus was the technology allows you to keep the high-end buyers or the ones with homes to sell. So that's huge. So the lead comes in and it has a home to sell. It doesn't go to the buyer team or the agents that are buying, lead packages. It stays with me or my ISA. And then the high-end ones, same thing. They're looking, my market 400, 500. Again, I get to keep that lead. So the technology allows you to cherry pick and then make the most of the rest. So really, at the end of the day, you could have extra leads and make money on the leads, really profit from referrals. The lender's paying for the traffic and holding the agents accountable, which removes you from babysitting, which is what everybody wants. So that's just a model to I'm helping some people out with because, I can't help people just up and recruit 3 Rockstar Buyers agents. It's just not that easy, and if it was, I'd still have a team. And then I get asked a lot about title companies. What I always looked for was attorneys that also had title companies, and then the attorneys would pay me a flat monthly fee to join my quote networking group, like a BNI. So it was a completely RESPA compliant flat monthly fee networking group. There's a little agreement. They just also happen to have a title company. So I get a lot of questions about the title companies, and if you want to deal with the First Americans of the world, they're going to throw up 50 walls because of RESPA, where they can pay flat monthly to join networking groups, and then if they're attorney, that removes them one step further. And then I can keep marketing agreements between me and them, so no money ever exchanges hands between you and them to keep it completely RESPA compliant. So those are just some of the things that we're doing, or I'm helping people with, or giving you some different ways to think about things on the buyer lead end, and I'll put the rest of it in an email. So hopefully this was a little bit helpful, and any questions, let me know.